Bloody hell, yeah, that wasn't intentional at all. The microphone was indeed off. I've been rambling to myself in silence this entire time. My bad. Anyway, as I was saying when you arrived here to my muted microphone, welcome Lael, I hope you're well, it's good to see you. Thank you for bringing my attention to that scuff, or I would have been streaming for 2 or 3 hours and I would never have noticed. That would have been quite bad. Just 2 to 3 hours of completely silent VOD. Anyway, as I was explaining to my muted microphone, we were doing a little bit of cheese here. We're going after the Ring of Blades +2, which you can normally only get on New Game Plus by defeating these 2 pursuers. However, by burning an ascetic at the, I don't remember by heart what the bonfire is called, but we can look at that later. By burning an ascetic at the correct bonfire, you can make these 2 appear. However, fighting 2 New Game Plus pursuers with a Bella skirt and 2 fists, not exactly ideal. As we proceed to mess up every single lodge roll, that is not good. We might be dead here. Okay, we're gonna be safe here, pop another life gem. You're supposed to roll kind of like well, back and forth, like left, right. Anyway, he's dead. Oh, perfect, that was the left one. Right, so now that they're dead, we can actually explain this in detail. So this obviously drops from the Pursuer boss fight in Lost of a Forest Giants. Yes, that's totally what the name is. In Forest of Fallen Giants. There we go. That's where this ring drops. It's alright. It gives you a little bit of an attack buff. I mean, we can have a look at what it is exactly. So, 269 with the ring, 249 without the ring, so plus 20. However, this fancy upgraded version we just got brings us all the way up to 299. It's plus 50. It's quite good, especially on fast weapons that don't do much damage, which is exactly what these fists are. Anyway, we're actually going to go back up there, because killing that guy, or well, killing his partner will give us a Twinkling Titanite, which we also want. Oh, and in case you were watching the last stream and you remember that we didn't have any bonfire ascetics, I went to, what's its name, Seldora. Because after the Prowling Magos, if you turn around and look back to where you came from, and then go a little bit to the right, you can go up into the attic of the Abbey? Cloister? Chapel. They call it the chapel. Yeah, it's, if you go to this bonfire, I mean, you can see the building here. If you go to the right of that fog gate, you can go up a ladder, and on a corpse there you can find a bonfire ascetic, and I went and picked that up before the stream. So we could do this. Alright, and this in question you do at the King's Gate bonfire. As you can see, it's at 2 instead of 1 here, because we bumped it up 1 new game cycle with the use of that bonfire ascetic. Anyway. Even though we killed one of them, and we cheesed the other into despawning, if we enter that room now, the one that we made to despawn will reappear. Meaning we can kill him for his Twinkling Titanite. And Twinkling Titanite is exactly one of the things we are in desperate need of on this character. Because every single Bone Fist requires 15 of them to reach the plus 5 level, and we really need them to be plus 5 because that's where they actually start doing some proper damage. As we see here, these are plus 299, if we swap over to a plus 0, 282. Actually, that difference is a lot smaller than I thought it was. I must have been misremembering. Oh wait, no, I know why that difference is so small. It's because our stats aren't that great yet. Actually, no, I guess I just overestimated the value of the plus 5. Never mind then. Even so, we still want the Twinkling Titanite, because bigger number is good. This is the gaming maxim of the day. Anyway, as you can see, his buddy didn't spawn, because his buddy is already dead. But yeah, that Ring of Blades plus 2 is a pretty significant upgrade. It's more than twice as powerful as the ring that we replaced. I mean, that ring alone is about 16% of our attack rating right now. Oh right, I completely forgot. We need to kill him with the spoon. I'll try to make up for forgetting to kill the other one with the ladle. Will be, Well, I'm supposed to try and get the killing blow on bosses with the ladle. So I guess I'll try to kill the rest of him with the ladle to make up for that. Yeah, 14 damage! Bearing in mind that's with plus 50 from the ring. Get him! Okay, that's going to take literally all day. I really thought it was going to do a little bit more than 14, to be honest. Hey, Sad Willow, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We are engaging in cheese. And failing to dodge an attack. And another one. Oh, I forgot that I turned off my power stancing. Alright. Let's see if we can get the ladle kill. Yeah. Oh, 18 that time. Come on, get him. We're doing such tiny amounts of damage, and even though his health bar is visibly empty, it's not killing him. There we go. Death by spoon, or well, ladle. And that's our Twinkling Titanite. Yeah, I did a lot of Giant Lord farming too back in the day. I mean, did some on the last stream as well, but... I mean, I did hours of just killing the Giant Lord on my original character way back in the day, but unfortunately this game doesn't have cloud saving for a character, so... Uninstalling the game... Did you? Was that just me, or was that guy stuck headfirst in the wall and disappeared when I looked that way? Oh wait, did I walk there? I could just have used the feather. I'm afraid that you have missed the cheese, but there may be more cheese later on in the stream. Right, so with the ring in hand... Actually, let's see. How much Twinkling Titanite do we have? 1. That isn't really enough to do anything. I mean, actually, we could... You know, now that we have a full set, or well, a pair of fully upgraded Bone Fists, I think we're going to spend a little bit of Twinkling Titanite on upgrading the armor. Because the gloves we are using does use Twinkling Titanite for upgrades as well. Thankfully, you only have to upgrade... Well, you upgrade both of them as a pair. You don't have to upgrade each individual glove. That would be a little bit brutal.
Oh, I'd give...
Actually, what does he... we could upgrade... Oh, wow, that was actually an upgraded spoon as well, and it was only hitting for 14. Oh, yeah, we could actually... Oh, my... Why haven't I done this already? We could... I mean, it's not going to make a huge difference on these two. But the jump on upgrading this one will actually be quite nice, especially if we get it up to +5.
I'll be around if you make it.
But yeah, we should have upgraded the bell and the skirt. Because, well, any amount of damage reduction is more than none. Oh, not 60. Let's start with 10. How many of these do we have? 4. Let's start with 10 of those as well. And we have more than enough slabs.
Whenever.
What? You again?
Yeah, I hope you're well, Willow. Oh wait, no, that was the correct menu. Let's see here. So we need more chunks.
I'll be around if you make it back.
As we get stuck on the door. Ooh, they are expensive buggers.
You would.
Alright, at least our bell is now fully upgraded. Well, I hope you'll enjoy your day off. In fairness, noodles are good to think about. Let's see if we check the bell now. Okay, that didn't actually improve the scaling, but it's a tiny bit of extra defense. Upgrading the gloves will certainly make a greater difference than upgrading both the bell and the skirt combined. Anyway. To get to the DLC for which we are headed, we need to go over here. We picked up the key towards the end. Actually, let's also rehumanize ourselves. We did get cursed by the pursuer before. So while we didn't die, we did become hollow. Anyway, to get to the DLC, we need to sneakily, well not so sneakily, we need to go over to where we killed the Iron King a year and a half ago. Because behind, well, down the stairs after you kill him is the entrance to the mystical land. As we overestimate our range. Anyway, Turtle Man down. Alright, are we... Yes, that looks correct. Oh, right, that wasn't the thing I was considering. Getting the Clarenthi ring +2. But we would need another bonfire aesthetic for that, annoyingly. I suppose I forgot to check if Cloanne had any more to sell, because she has a limited supply of them. But I think we already bought all the ones she had. Well, you know, worth checking. I haven't exactly covered myself in glory when it comes to remembering things properly, such as the leveling snafu in stream 1, I think it was, where I completely mixed up which which one of these two numbers here was the actual level up cost. Yeah, it was quite embarrassing. Anyway, thanks to the key we picked up, we can enter through here. As my ankle apparently detonated. That's weird. How have I never noticed this path before? Oh, right, I remember now. I think this was a way you could summon people who didn't have the DLC back in the day, because in the original Dark Souls, the DLC was sold separately after release. And I think that you, through this, could summon friends to play with you in the DLC. I think. I might be misremembering. Anyway, without the key that we picked up last stream, you cannot open this door. So you just walk up to it, push it, and nothing happens. So you stand there looking like a fool. Welcome to the Broom Tower. Not for those with a fear of heights. I mean, we're inevitably going to fall to our death at some point in this area, but let's try to make sure it's not the very first vertical obstacle in our path. If it's the second one, fair enough, but at least not the first one. Jonah would never let me live that down. Right. A quick detour to Majula to check if I had already bought the aesthetics of a Cloanne. Hat Souls 2. Scholar of the First... Baseball cap? No.
You've been long away. Well.
But yes, Willow, we do need a Hat Souls. No, did you mention it? Alright, we already bought her bonfire aesthetics. That's a bit of a shame. They're surprisingly annoying to come by. Anyway, onwards we go. Time for the jump scare, which we're going to flat out ignore, because we are going to pick up a ring. If you drop down over here and head down these stairs, you can get the dexterity ring. I believe it is. Yup. I think this is +5 dexterity, which isn't that useful to us really. Oh, it's 3 points of damage. Amazing. And then we skedaddle past her. I've been saying skedaddle a lot lately, I don't really know why. I guess it's a funny word. I mean, I'm already wearing 4 rings at all times, Willow, so it's, in-game, that is. In real life, I have no such jewelry. So you don't have to worry. I mean, that book was overblown propaganda. I would never do anything particularly sinister or unpleasant towards anyone. He says as he beats a man to death with his bare hands. Okay, this is... We just went into the one spot in this fight you're not supposed to go. And then failed all the dodge rolls. We're going to Scarper and bravely use some life gems. Oh, goddammit. Yeah, that was embarrassingly bad. That's the first fight of the area as well. Not looking good. Okay, so the backstab does... I mean, actually, I don't know if I'd already hit him. But maybe it's enough to kill them in one hit, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out later on. But yeah, as you can see, we are wearing 4 rings at this very moment. Skedaddle out there, indeed. Can never remember my bloody way around here. But it's down here. Is that an optional? Yeah, I don't have to go there, I don't think. Remember, always check for mimics by punching the chests. So, you know, if you're in the kitchen and you need to open up a drawer and you're not entirely sure whether or not it's a mimic, just punch the drawer. People will understand. Anyway, this here is a problem. Because, oh, for some reason I didn't even see him. Oh, damn it. Okay, I did not deserve to dodge that one, but success. Right, we're going to try and bait him into an attack. Come on. Oh, we got cancelled. Not in that sense, well, the animation got cancelled. So the thing is about that fiery statue there is that it buffs all of these guys with additional damage and damage reduction, making them a lot more annoying to kill. You can spend one of your smelter wedges to destroy the statue, but instead I think we're just going to try and cheekily open the door. Come on. Haha. Oh god. I regret everything. Okay. All planned, of course. Okay, that does not knock him down. That is a bit unfortunate. Okay, usually what I try to do in that room is I try to spam the smelter wedge and then kill them. But unfortunately I was too slow. Radiant life gems, we take those. Willow, don't you start. That type of behavior is not acceptable around here. I thought better of you than that. Very disappointing. Right, so here we need to be very careful. Because these barrels they're carrying contain something that doesn't mix well with fire. As you can see. You know what you did, Willow. Don't feign ignorance. Oh, it's skedaddle with an E, I believe is quite a lot older a word. I mean, I remember hearing skedaddle long before this whole thing showed up. But I mean, I'm joking. I don't really care what words people use, to be honest. You are forgiven, Willow. You are forgiven. Just trying to make these little muppets scoot over into the fire so I don't have to worry about being absolutely murdered by explosions. A bit like that. Now that's a chain reaction. I mean, that's tempting, but let's not kill ourselves for a random item, which is probably garbage anyway. Good day, sir. He dodged the backstab. He's clearly a well-trained PvP player. Anyway, he's dead. In case you're wondering about that sudden explosion, there's a fellow over on our left, well, on our right now, who likes to throw bombs. It's this little chump. And he is dead. His dreams of becoming a bomb shot-put champion have forever been dashed. Bomb shot-put, isn't that just... That would be an interesting, if perhaps somewhat volatile sport to watch. So much for well-trained. Yeah, I mean, even though he was well-trained, it appears he wasn't well-trained enough. Oh wait, hang on, isn't there? Yes, there is. Just let me loot in peace. Excellent. We have our loot. Which conveniently happens to be even more twinkling titanite. Twinkling titanite being the very best sort. Alright, let me go on them up. So we'll need 5 more twinkling titanite to actually finish upgrading the gloves. Oh well, the gauntlets. These load times are not long enough to take a drink, is what we can establish here. Anyway. Onwards we go. He says as he immediately forgets which route to take. I think it's down the ladder here. Yes, it is. If you don't like having health, you can actually drop it down there. But there's another route to take. Does what come from a storm? Sorry, the question has, or rather the context of the question escapes me at the moment. So as before, we need to actually get the passage through the door that Big Chungus down there is protecting. Big Chungus is not very friendly. Do we have any fire resistance? No, not really. That might be a problem for later too. But if we are... Oh. Well, that was incredibly fortunate. I have been here, well, probably dozens of times and I've never seen that happen. I had no idea that the little bomb man would straight up one-shot the big chungus. Oh no. Our stamina ran out. Maybe our luck ran out. Oh god. I was hoping to climb up the ladder and recover. Bloody bombs. Oh no. No. Yeah, that was just bad play on my part. I didn't hear the ding of the death counter there. But the number went up, so at least that works. The one number we don't want to go up. I mean, it must have been so long since, I mean, if I've ever seen that happen, I didn't remember it was a thing that could happen. So, you know, it's been a while, to say the least. Now, go on. Deploy more bombs. Make such weird little sounds. Go on. Right, that's one down, quite literally. Let's see, where's the bloodstain? Right down there. I guess we'll hang on a second and see if they can be kind enough to repeat the previous performance. Because that was spectacular. Oh. Come on, you can do it, little guy, we believe in you. No, don't turn oh, man. Maybe this guy. Maybe he can do it. Do you believe in him? I do. I was right to believe in him. Not quite a one-shot, but bloody hell, that's a lot of damage. Oh wait, it seems that his example may have inspired the others. Or well, one of them at least, as the other one just stands there. No, come on, you can do it. Why am I so invested in this? I don't know. It's just, at least to me, it's fascinating to see them just try to, I don't know, figure out the purpose in life, or on life as it is. I think it might be for the best to actually just... You know, you make an excellent point, Willow. I had failed to consider that angle. The one thing I am worried about now, though, is that if I go down there, and Big Chungus joins the battle, any stray spark would just explode all the barrels and probably kill us all. Which, not ideal. Screw it, we're gonna... Oh, that wasn't anywhere near as much fall damage as I thought it would be. Oh, we did not... the climb prompt did not quite work. Come on. Oh. Damn it. I cannot dodge for shit anymore. As is evidenced by the failure to dodge. I believe we stand here, we're at least safe from the person out chucking bombs. Alright, Chung is down. Suppose I should have just... Okay, the bomb thrower has jumped down, I think. I don't remember if the statue has some kind of fire attack. Some of them do. So I don't really want to get near that archer. Well, there's an explosive barrel right there. Okay, no, it's just the buffer. Yeah, we should be able to pull the lever now. Huh, that actually hit the lever. I'll be damned. Oh right, it's this one that reanimates. Well, time to punch a ghost. And we punch the ghost to death. Then we can loot the corpses. More twinkling titanite, alright. Most spiffing. Alright, here's the ambush. Because you're supposed to think that this one is your only threat, but then behind you, as I fall off the cliff. Oh god, I pulled a complete Jono, my bad. Well, that's on the record. This is what happens when you overthink things, like, yes, I want to show them the ambush. Well, great idea, but, you know, maybe watch where you're going, you moron. I'm willing to bet to you that what's underneath that bell is just empty air, because there's clearly not much going on in here. Anyway. With that catastrophic goof out of the way. Yeah, Jono would be proud. By which I mean he would laugh his head off. I mean, you know, it's fair. It's a bit of give and take. At least the door stays open. I was a bit worried it wouldn't. Oh, you can actually drop down there and not take fall damage. Anyway, see you suckers later. It runs in the circle of friendships. Either that or being gravitationally challenged is infectious. Anyway. This was what I was supposed to show, is that, oh, you know, if you just don't bother, you can just slip past all of them and not have to worry about you being trapped in the ambush. Or, you know, you can fail miserably, fall off a cliff just before, because if we had fallen off a little bit further down the path, it would actually have landed on the platform and it would have been fine. I mean, we might not have been fine. We would have taken quite a lot of damage. And we might have been killed by the enemies down there. But we wouldn't have fallen to our guaranteed death. Yeah. Today has been a scuff day in general. Both on and off stream. Right, let's see here. So, we need to go this way? I think it is. Indeed it is. Smash the water for good luck. Well, break the pots. More importantly, you actually do get a buff for a couple minutes that increases your fire resistance. But it does also make you more vulnerable to lightning, of which there is a bunch around here. So maybe that wasn't worth it in retrospect. Because as you can see, these people have lightning-based ranged attacks. And sometimes they'll teleport behind you when you're fighting them, try to backstab you. I think we managed to get the oh, again, I should just move to the other side of the thing. I'd kind of hoped that it had burned one of them to death. But in case you missed it, Willow, I streamed for the first, like, I don't know, several minutes with the microphone muted. Quality content. So what's your favorite thing about this stream? Oh, you know, the guy streaming shuts up. Ah, I see. Be great if one of them could come along. Oh, don't do that. Oh god. Alright, get over here. Perfect, now we can kill that one. Oh god. There is also a big chungus around the corner we need to be mindful of. Yeah, absolutely. If you went back, you would notice there's just a long stretch of silence. I'll probably just add a comment in like do annotations even exist on YouTube anymore? I don't remember. Yeah, I'll probably just add some kind of little note for the VOD, like, whoops, I am a moron who cannot dodge or unmute his microphone. Oh god, ow. Why must you hurt me? Rule 1 of stream, don't talk. Indeed. Bye. Thankfully, he cannot quite fit through that doorway. Alright, time for the nightmare section. Well, one of them. There are a couple of challenging parts in this, in the DLC. And in general, all the DLCs are certainly harder than the base game, with some exceptions. Like the Shrine of Amana in the base game is a complete nightmare and I hate it. It's a cool place, but pain. Oh, wait, hang on, now I think do I have any flame butterflies? Yes, does this work, or am I just hallucinating a memory here? I think I'm hallucinating. Oh, wait, no, it's... I thought that I could light them with the torch. But maybe if I light this and lead them near it, is that what works? Ah yes, I think it's this fire on the ground that will do the thing which I am seeking. Come on. Alright, so after a while, that one will wish to explode. Like so. Rolled way too late there. Would have been quite funny if I rolled into the fire and died. But yeah, let's not go for the... I mean, I suppose we could just call it the fail stream. Oh right, Rachel. So this is an NPC invader. With all of the annoying advantages that that conveys. Oh right, she can actually light these now. Usually she's dead by now, so I'd forgotten she can do that. Because well, usually you don't show up kitted out quite like this. I mean, the water wedges aren't that bad, it's just as a melee build, usually one with armor that doesn't have high magic resistance, just the constant spamming of homing magic missiles just drives me insane. I think it's down here. The thing is, I'm so used to just dropping down, taking this shortcut, that I've completely forgotten which door I'm supposed to take. But if we just slap on the cat ring, it shouldn't be too bad. Never mind. Ow. My judgment is way off today. Good thing we put on the cat ring. We might have ended up flat as a pancake otherwise. I don't know about you, but I prefer to not be killed. Right, so this is a bit dicey. Because the moment we yoink the valuable, This entire room is gonna explode. Oh well, most of it is, and then these guys will run after us and wish to explode as well. It's quite the warm welcome. Oh god, we got stuck! Ow! Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. There's even more of them. God damn it! How many survive that? Usually most of them die in the initial explosions. Bloody hell. Alright, we need to call our lift. Oh, right, there's... Wait, is there... That sounds like more of them on... Yeah, there's at least one of the fire ones still alive. That's... quite shocking, actually. Alright, so, how's work been, Keith? Alright? Alright, good. Weirdly peaceful Keith. Anyway, see you around, Keith. Aside from a few terrifying close calls, as we nearly misinput our way to death, that section went surprisingly well. Why did I even walk back here? I could have just used the feather. Oh well. Might as well check this route if there's any items. Because contrary to popular belief, I don't quite remember every single thing of... What looked wrong? Just... two people sharing an elevator. Actually, no, I don't want to know, what do you see? Did you mean that his face looked wrong? Because that's certainly right. Keith hasn't had the best health routine as of late. In fairness, neither have I. Anyway. With the little key, or well, the staff that we yoinked. We can get the mechanism back up and running. Or, I should have said fired up. Missed opportunity for a pun. Do you think I'd rewatch my own VOD? I'm not quite that narcissistic. Jokes aside, I mean, sometimes you do, to check things like quality and stuff. So I'm not saying that every person who looks at their own stuff is a narcissist, because that would be, well, an idiotic take, to say the least. Oh, wait, no, that's not the correct elevator. Oh yeah, right, we need to head down? Oh yeah, because this is all the optional... Where is it? Yeah, because one of these routes is the path to Sir Alon, which is an optional boss fight. I don't quite remember which one exactly, but we need to head down. Dad joke game is lacking. Yeah, I have a... Frankly, it's... you deserve better. You deserve worse jokes. So that's my bad. Is this the one we need to go? No. Oh, it's that one over there. Oh yeah, because this is the one directly opposite to the bonfire. At least I think this is the correct one. The ladle. Oh yes, we need a key item out here somewhere. It's on one of these bodies, I think. And there's a whole bunch of Mr. Chungus out here. Did that explosion just deal damage to one of them through the wall? I saw one of them take 6 points of damage. Oh, we're not power stancing. That did a lot less damage than I'd hoped. But it is ranged damage. Normally fighting these guys one-on-one isn't that tough, but this fire being filled with... well, this fire being filled with room. This room being filled with fire complicates matters. He just sneezed. Did he? Yeah, he sneezed so hard he took actual damage. Which is even more impressive considering that they don't have heads. A swift punch to the kneecap. I believe there's some items hidden in the ashen bodies as well. Oh, failed that roll. The thing is, I think there's a fourth one out here, but I might just be misremembering. Alright, let's maybe not get killed. Alright, these guys do bleed too. Though frankly, they hit so hard that the bleed is largely irrelevant. Capew. Yep, there's the fourth one. I knew it. Oh, more Twinkling Titanite. Perfect. Oh, we rolled way too early, but we got away with it. And then way too late and did not get away with it, so you know. We have found balance in the Force. Though we have found no balance in our continuing life gem addiction. That was a well-timed stagger. More upgrade materials and some caster consumables we have no use for. I think this is the key we need. Tower key. Yeah, I think that's the one. I don't remember if that's the one we need for the actual main path, or if that's the one for Saralon. Either way, at some point we do have to go to Saralon, but we'll probably do that once we've beaten the... I'm thinking we'll probably try to do the optional bosses in the DLCs in order once we've beaten the main bosses of each DLC. So once we beat the Ivory King, we go back and do the Grey Robber Trio and the Sunken King. And then the Saralon and Blue Smelter Demon in this area. And then I cannot remember the proper name of the boss fight, but the Double Cat boss fight in the Ice DLC. That one is a bit brutal, I think it's fair to say. More so the path to get to the boss fight is also a complete nightmare. I hope that's just on your end, because so far we have 0 dropped frames, but it could also be something on YouTube's end. Is it alright on your end, Leo? Oh, I should have rested at the bonfire. Our weapons are nearly broken. Alright, ladle time, I guess. I think we'll be better off with just punching him with our bare hand. Yeah, and it's not even close. Oh, we don't want to fall down there. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Mistakes have been made. Catastrophic mistakes have been made. Well, that actually reminds me, there is no way that the durability on the Bone Fist will be... Ow. Okay. Well, that's what I get for not repairing my weapons. Anyway. There is no way that the Bone Fists will last long enough to beat the Fume Knight. Anyway, with repaired weapons, we may resume our journey. I just keep dying in the dumbest ways today. Here lies this guy, died like a chump. What was his name? Nobody knows because nobody cares. Backup ladle. Oh yeah, thank God for the ladle. Come to think of it, Lael, you should do a ladle brand. Lael's Ladles. Gold checks out. Alright. That was a somewhat better start to this particular section. Let's maybe carry on with that kind of thing. That would be nice. Nice of him to just stand still and let's get a backstab. Oh, we didn't quite get the plunging attack. Yeah, this is going a little bit better so far. I would venture to say. Just a smidge. Oh, we fell all the way down to that level. Alright, I thought we were like 2 levels higher than we actually were. Can't quite get the angle. Maybe we can hit that guy now? Alright, perfect. Now we missed the plunging attack again. But we did not miss the backstab. That turned to be a drink, I reckon. Anyway. Oh right, there's gonna be another Chungus down here. Like, normally what you can do is you can just stay up here and shoot him. I don't know if my attack will reach him from here, or if the animation will make me move so far forward I just fall down. I mean, definitely won't reach him over there. Alright, we're good from here, so let's actually swap out one of our good Bone Fists for... Actually... Oh. Can he reach me up here? I don't think he can, but... He got me worried there for a moment. Right, get the power stance going. You do take a little bit of a step forward every time you finish that animation. But it seems that we have enough space to work with. Normally you can just stand up there and shoot him with a bow or something and achieve the same result, but... We are only allowed to use the... Well, as far as our weapons go, we're only allowed to use the Bone Fists and the Ladle, obviously, to damage enemies. And our bare hands, if needed. Alright, Willow. Hopefully your internet clears up, it's always good to have you around. You make for excellent company, even though you're somewhat cursed. You're not quite as cursed as some other people we know. Mildly cursed, perhaps. Unless I would use that phrase. If I did, well... An encore of it, I suppose. I think this is a ring in here? Yeah, a ring that is completely worthless to us, but... Ow. We have nearly reached the Fume Knight. Aside from dying in a lot of very stupid ways, and through sheer incompetence, we've gotten here... relatively alright-ish? Kinda? Curse maxing? Please don't start curse maxing, Willow, it's quite alright. Right, so what we need to do here is we need to go stab some people. So with 4 of the smelter wedges that we picked up earlier at the start of the DLC. And you can also collect more of them around the area. I mean, there's a lot of the area we're not exploring. Or you're just sort of going for the boss right away. Anyway, if you leave these ones up, they can actually heal the boss if it gets too close to them inside the arena. But they will not heal you. They only heal the boss. And frankly, you don't need him to be healed unless you're, I don't know, a glutton for suffering. Because he's already quite tough enough as it is. That is, an intriguing term there. I love this boss fight. It's very brutal, but it's just a lot of fun. That being said, I would probably end up being a bit frustrated here, since normally, well, I show up with something that hits a bit better. Well, we have taken away his insurance plan. He's now uninsured. Right, we're not even going to bother spending a human effigy on this, because I am absolutely going to get killed a couple times here. But we should stock up on life jumps. Can I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not going to bother with any of the fancy consumables. And also, well, stabbing the statues give you a shard of the of Nadalia's soul, which I think you can trade for something. I never bothered with it even in the original. Punch him to a pulp. I mean, I will try, but that will be a lot easier said than done. Actually, can I equip both sets without becoming over-encumbered? Yes, we are still beneath. I mean, I think it's 60% for the encumbrance cutoff. Yeah, this is the Fume Knight. I believe that when they were hosting data on their websites, you could see how much people were failing. I think this guy had something like, well, players had something like a 93% failure rate against this guy. I think. It was, a bit brutal. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. So yes, that's a pretty wasteful life jump. But this guy has a bunch of specific attacks made to try to punish you while you're healing. So we're just going to try and stay topped up instead of waiting to take more damage. Again, that's what we're going to try to do. Whether or not we succeed, well, that's an entirely different matter. Oh, I did not think that would hit me. Once again. It feels good to be fighting the Fume Knight again. Okay, phase 2. Just one hit and then roll through to the left. It's important that you don't stand too close to him, or that you don't roll too far, because if you end up rolling up behind him, you can actually roll back into the swing. Which, as you might imagine, you don't want to do. Because as you can see, he basically points at 180 degrees behind himself. 90 degrees, I guess. Okay. Oh, let's see. He is pretty fast, so... Okay, time to dodge the meatballs. Oh, I got the stagger. We still don't want to quite overcommit, because, I mean, if we had just gone full ham there and wasted all of our stamina, he would have nailed us with that lunge. Oh, I failed that dodge roll. Right, more meatballs. And down he goes. I did forget the ladle again. It's easier said than done to remember. Ah yes, I must switch to the useless soup spoon. Right, well, technically we're done here. That went a lot faster than I expected. How long did that take? An hour and 10 minutes, alright. And that includes actually going for the Ring of Blades +2 at the beginning. Also known as the mostly muted section. Well, huh. Again, I did not think we would do that first try. As you may remember, we weren't even full health. Huh. I mean... I guess you could maybe tell that it used to be one of my favorite boss fights. I guess punching people to death is like riding a bike. Don't put that on a t-shirt. Well, we did not need to worry about that. I suppose we could go for Saralon? Don't quite remember the route to him, though. But that's another fun boss fight. I love... Well, except for the blue smelter demon. I love both, well, the boss fights and the fire... Well, they are my favorite boss fights, probably, in the game. Alongside the Ivory King. I really do like the Ivory King fight as well. But, yeah, the Fume Knight has to be my favorite. I think it's up to the left. Just pardon the ramblings of the madman as I'm trying to visualize the route back to Saralon. Is that when you're back in a neighborhood you haven't been to in years? Oh shit, and they've built a bunch of new stuff that you don't recognize. So you kinda remember where you are and where you need to go, but also kinda not really. But yes, GG's. No, it's not this one, because this is that thing. Where the hell is the route to Saralon again? Because down one step on the other side, I think that's the blue smelter demon. Is it that one, perhaps? Or does that one not move? Right, that one doesn't move. I think this is the door to the cursed area. Yes, it is. We're not going to bother with that. I can sod off. Though there is an item you can pick up which makes you immune to the curse, we cannot use it because we would have to remove the bell to do so. And obviously we cannot remove the bell from the Bellbro. Yeah, it's the route to the Smelter Demon that's more of a pain in the ass with the, I think it's Tranquil Walk of Peace that spell is called? It's a bane of my existence. Just, hey, do you like being over-encumbered and slow-walking while you're being shot to death? No? Well, sucks to suck. Enjoy your death. Or do I have to roll off onto one of the earlier... Because I could have sworn the route to Saralon was upwards. Oh wait, yes, it's the lift, I think. I mean, the lift, I think, because he's down surrounded by lifts. But there's a lift that moves along the wall. Upstairs. Well, upstairs. Above us, there is a lift that moves along the wall. I believe that is the one that will take us to where we need to go. But whether or not it is active right now, I'm not too sure. Okay, it is active, alright. So I just happened to walk past here with bad timing and didn't realize the lift here was active. Yeah, it's inside, I mean I can show you once we head back down. But there's a hidden door in the wall here. Which we open on our way up, and on, well, in this chest here, I believe we have the item in question. Indeed, the hollow skin. It is literally just some dude's face. Again, we're not going to remove the bell, we're just going to look at this, and yeah, you just wear that on your head. As you can see, it has 1000 curse resistance, so it's either it makes you entirely immune or practically makes you immune, so you can go into the cursed areas of the DLC without having to bother about being cursed. I mean, fighting and killing someone is easy, just, you know, left punch, right punch, left punch, right punch. This has quite literally got more moving parts. Alright, so here come the Dark Spirit Prowlers. And they also have one of those annoying healing things that doesn't heal us, but does heal them. And they are filthy katana users. Alright, one down. But there will be more of them. But I believe killing that first one gives us an opportunity to delete this annoying thing. Curse Max. I mean, Bellbro is literally hollow right now, so I guess he is a Curse Maxer. Right, so up here there will be more. Yep. But I believe we can... Oh. Well, unless we run face first into one of them spawning, I believe we can just scarper past them. And through here, we'll have a bonfire. I was kind of hoping to have reached the bonfire before they got here so I could rest. Actually, I don't know if I can do that. If they count as invaders, I probably can't. This will be very annoying. Because one wrong move and we're just gonna get stun locked to death. As funny as it looks when we're just twitching around back and forth. They do all have katanas. And katanas in Dark Souls 2, I mean, some of them are really, really good. And I think they have one of the good ones. I was never a katana user, so I don't know. Okay, we can actually rest here. Which resets them. Normally you cannot rest when you're being invaded, but I guess they made an exception for those since they're like a group. Right, so here is the entrance, as it were, to the Saralon boss fight. The thing about it is that it's in a memory, so you have a timer. It's either 10 or 15 minutes, I can't remember. So you have to get through the area, reach the boss gate, and kill the boss before that timer runs out, or you're just thrown out and you have to try again. And it's full of quite dangerous enemies. And of course the boss himself is no pushover. Majestic. So I'm guessing we're, because of, well, since the Fume Night went down a bit earlier than I expected, we're throwing away the plan I was talking about maybe saving the bonus bosses for later. Though to be honest, I might just skip the Blue Smelter Demon, because going to him is just such a pain in the ass. Because here, if you're a little bit lucky, you can at least navigate your way through. Now we just have to hope we can kill this thing before all his little friends show up. Well, we didn't quite do it before his friends showed up, but... Right, we have more enemies here than just beyond these guys. We have the boss entrance. Failed the dodge roll. Alright, we've made it. Now we can make an attempt. Oh. Off to a solid start. Rolled way too early, but got away with it. Oh, got that. I was never any good at dodging that thing. We did it! It only took 3 or 4 attempts. Alright. Oof. Alright. Can you please stop cutting my face off? Well, my bell. I rolled way too early that time as well. Oh, and I was way too slow on the life jump. Maybe we get away with it? We should not have gotten away with it, but we did. Okay, way too slow that time. Oh, death. Yeah, Suralon has amazing boss music, and just the arena itself is great. It's just such a cool place to fight such a cool boss. Even though I just got completely pwned right there, it's still a fun fight. Rip indeed. It seems that the death counter sound thing isn't working, but at least the death counter on screen is working, so... You have to mentally insert whichever sound effect you like. If it's a Wilhelm scream, a bell, that sound effect of a metal pipe being dropped on the floor. Whatever tickles your fancy. Ow. Actually, hang on, if we... Yeah, that was totally planned. I meant to successfully dodge all of that, yep. Totally skill. Not a little blind luck and mashing the dodge roll button. The sound of someone saying "get good." Yeah, I mean, fair. I could use that advice, I think. He's very fast, like, I was still in the recovery timing from using my life gem there, so I couldn't try to dodge him. I want to try and see if I can... Alright, we should maybe have time for one life gem. Barely. It's just a very fast-paced fight. At least by Dark Souls 2 standards. Obviously, later games in the FromSoft list of works have gotten faster and faster, particularly Bloodborne was very fast and Dark Souls 3 too. Oh, we rolled too early. we've done about, what, 1/10 of his health? I think it's safe to say he's the better player here. Ow. Oh, we dodged. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's bad. Now he's buffed for a while, so he's going to be doing more damage. Which frankly we didn't really need him to do. Oh no, we're dead. Yep. Your low poly fish... What? Okay, so you hear a low... What does a low polygon fish rotating sound like? Because, I mean, I've done a fair amount of fishing in my time, but I haven't fished for polygon fish, so frankly I have no idea what a low polygon fish rotating would sound like. Do you mean like rotating on a spit over a barbecue, or...? Because that I can get behind. Then again, what would a low polygon fish taste like? I mean... Assuming it was a physicalized thing you could actually eat, because, well, obviously you cannot eat an actual polygon fish, because it's digital. Okay, things have gone horribly wrong. And we are dead. Yeah, so if even one thing goes wrong on your run to Saralon, you just kinda die. Which, I mean, normally what you would do is you would show up with something like a great hammer or a club, and you would just try to carefully... I mean, I suppose we could try... The thing is, it would be very slow for us with this weapon setup. Muffled Funky Town. Okay. I think it might take a little too long for us to kill all of the knights, because normally you would show up with a weapon that kill them in one hit, like a Demon's Great Hammer. Which you might remember from when we streamed with Jono way back in the day. That was the bonk stick, as I believe he called it. Or was it me? One of us dubbed it the bonk stick. And that would quite handily kill all of these things with just one swing. Bone fists, not so much. Oh, I should not have done that. Now we definitely don't have the time to kill the lizard man. He blocks our escape routes. Oh my god, okay. I mean, they could still kill us here, but... Wow, I didn't... Okay. Then we immediately fail everything. No! God damn it, I could hear the arrow, but couldn't dodge it in time. Oh. Did I hit the death counter there? I didn't pay attention to what the number was beforehand. I suppose I can just double check at the end of the stream. Because when you are in offline mode, if you go and check the monument in Majula, it would normally tell you how many players have died worldwide. It will tell you how many times you have died. So you can quite handily double check. Right, let's maybe not completely fuck up the approach this time, hopefully. Knock on wood. Oh, damn it, the salamander hit us after all. But, you know, that wasn't too bad. Hopefully we can not fuck up this next bit as well. That would be great. Yeah, we got our 1170 souls back. Alright. Take whatever we're at. Oh, once again, I just can never get the timing right on that thing. Oh no. Yep. First time I was way too early, second time I was way too slow, and we died. Do we go and get the Ring of Steel Protection? Oh, actually no, we cannot, because we don't have a... what's its face? The classic Sirloin experience, yeah, that... Actually, I suppose we could probably get one more level on the gloves. Actually, no. Oh, wait, no. We have some souls in our inventory we can pop to get currency. A low poly. Indeed, a lot of low poly fish. You know what to say? There's plenty of low poly fish in the sea. Wanna save that for potential spell. This one we can eat. Alright, that should be plenty to get any upgrades that we have materials for. So we need one more Twinkling Titanite to get these to level 5. So let's see, we need 4 more chunks. One nice thing about this game is that once you beat enough on certain bosses, Clan will sell you infinite numbers of these basic upgrading materials, which is really nice. It just gives you a lot of freedom to experiment with the, well, the weapons that use that type of upgrade material. Or the armor, for that matter. Right, plus 10 skirt, let's go. I have some souls left, but not quite enough to level up, so I guess we'll just stock up on life gems. You can never have too many life gems when you're hopelessly addicted.
Thank you, Kai.
Oh, actually, one thing we should do, now that we do have some souls, we should go over here and talk to Chancellor Welliger, because I believe he sells infinite repair powder. They are very expensive. I think they're 2,500 souls each. But you can spend them in a fight, like any other consumable, to repair some, well, restore some of the durability to your equipment. Yeah, the flower skirt protects. It is quite heavily armored, except, I mean, really isn't. Anyway, Chancellor Welliger is this little fellow standing up here.
Welcome. Tell.
Oops. Yes, here we go.
Gons, be safe.
There goes all of the money we still had. But it is a worthwhile investment. Yeah, the petals are, I mean, they are layered, so it follows the same principle as Kevlar, if you think about it. There's just a lot of layers of, is it spider silk? I don't know. But some type of silk or fiber, at least. So really, it's a flower Kevlar skirt. Yes, that makes sense. Though frankly, a Kevlar skirt would probably offer more armor. Right, so let's make sure of a few things. Ladle is equipped. Again, I might forget about it in the heat of the moment, but... It's one of those things where I remind myself internally every time I'm about to enter a boss fight, and then the boss fight begins. Onion skirt. I mean, you say that. There is the Onion Knight armor, and the Katarina armor. Which, well, looks ridiculous. But, I think I wore the Onion helmet once on Jono's stream, but That was quite some time ago. Alright then. 9 billionth times a charm. Why do you have to do this to me alone? Why? You know I cannot deal with that attack. It's not very fair. I mean, the attack is perfectly fair, but, you know. I wish you would use it a bit less often. Oh no. Okay. I said less often, not more often. Please? This is getting ridiculous. I guess it just wants me to practice. To iron out my weakness. Right, regain that stamina. Was that the first actual swing combo he's done this entire fight? I think it was. Maybe not, but it feels like it anyway. Yeah, exactly, Willow. He's trying to help me out. Which is nice of him in a way, but I wish his help would involve less slashing me in the face. I would just appreciate, you know, maybe a kinder method. He's a harsh teacher. Alright, we need to regenerate our stamina here. Try and play it safe by popping a life gem. Oh, we got the stagger. We don't want to overcommit here because we do still need our stamina for, yep, when he recovers. If we just burned all our stamina, we would have just gotten 2 hits on us and we would not be looking so good right now. Wait, there's a gap there? Oh, okay, no, that was just a reflection. For a moment I thought it was balancing on a precarious instant death pit I'd never noticed before. Again, I'm going to play it safe. Pop a life gem. I was going to say slow and steady wins the race, but I did earlier talk about the fact that you are literally on a timer in here. God damn it, I forgot the ladle. I was too busy correcting myself. Alright, how about the compromise? Since I keep forgetting about the ladle, I need to do something about that, obviously. Question is what? Because I'm trying to think of a stretch I could do in a reasonable amount of time fighting things with the ladle. No, actually, we could go do the Executioner's Chariot. We haven't killed that boss yet. So, let's see here. How much time? Yeah, I suppose we can go kill the chariot using only the ladle. For the boss itself. There are some random enemies along the way, including in the boss arena, which we will kill with the bone fists, but the boss itself we will only attack with the ladle. So we will do the boss from 100 to 0 using the ladle. Yeah, exactly. So we need to do some kind of penance. So, anyway, over there, oh well, over there, up there, in that Colosseum-looking thing, we have the Executioner's Chariot, which, annoyingly, or sadly, doesn't involve fighting the chariot itself. You just kind of dodge it for a while until it explodes. I believe it's this route. Well, that's what I get for cheating with the ladle. And this oh wait, hang on. This path is actually quite dangerous. I should go and spend the souls. I completely forgot we got souls. Let's maybe not throw away 106,000 of them for no good reason. That would be a poor move. Nah, we're not going to burn Saralon's soul, he's too cool. And of course, if you were to buy, or well, if weapons were of any relevance, we could go and get his katana, but we cannot use it anyway, so there's not much point. Same with the Fume Knight's soul, you can use it to get either his longsword or his ultra greatsword. Anyway, with the souls securely invested in more strength, we're going to go and hunt down that charioteer. Yeah, I did love the Fume Ultra Greatsword. It was hilarious to just backstab people for, like, 2,000 damage in PvP. My friend and I, I'm not going to mention his name, because, well, I'm not sure if he wants me to dox him on stream, but, we used to do this thing where he would summon me as a red spirit into his world, and we would pretend to duel on the bridge in... Because there's a... I mean, Leia probably knows what I'm talking about. There's an area in the Iron Keep where people commonly PvP duel. And we would pretend to duel. So I would pretend to try to kill him, he would pretend to try and fight me, that kind of thing. And then, when people invaded, we would do one of two things. If they invaded and didn't interrupt the fight, I would fight them one-on-one as a proper duel. But if they did interrupt the fight and went straight for my buddy, because that's usually what the scumbag invaders would do, they would go straight for the world host to try and kill him, to get the souls and not have to fight the 1 versus 2. If they tried to do that kind of nonsense... Come on. Oh. Oh, we are so incredibly screwed. Anyway, if they tried to do that kind of nonsense, I would backstab them. And I remember one moment specifically where I was on the bridge, he was just below the bridge from the viewpoint of when you first enter the Iron Keep from the Earthen Peak. And the invader ran past me on my right-hand side, and as he just sprinted straight for my buddy and started just spamming attacks, I said, "Ursäkta mig," because obviously my friend and I were in voice chat, which, well, is just Swedish for "excuse me." Got a backstab on him, and it just killed him instantly. He failed his vitality or his vigor check, and failed it spectacularly. Alright, let's maybe be a little bit more sensible this time and actually kill the enemies. I didn't really think they would follow me all the way across to the very boss entrance. But I guess it's because I usually do kill them, so I guess I never found out the hard way that they do follow me all the way to the boss entrance. But yeah, we would do lots of things like that. It's another thing I love to do. I even have a little Steam group where I would invite people I killed for this. I had a thing I would do, which was the door is closed. I mean, I'm sure other people did this too, but when you first enter the Iron Keep, the door that leads to the rest of the area is locked. And only the world hope, it's not locked, it's just shut. And only, oh, we're being torched. Only the world host could open that door. So if you were being invaded, the invader could not open the door, so they couldn't run away. Because usually what the, because some people would invade just as kind of like a matchmaking thing to try and fight duels, which was fine. Those people were usually fun to fight against. But there was a lot of people in the Dark Souls community who basically only invade to try and grief people. And they will do things like run away, heal, and just try to more or less exploit them. Well, not exploit. I mean exploit in the traditional sense of like using something to their advantage. Because as an invader, the enemies aren't hostile to you. So we just run into the Iron Keep, which is full of dangerous enemies, and run away and heal. And you would either then have to try and go hunt them down while fighting all of the enemies in there at the same time, or you just had to kind of wait. But anyway, the point of the door is closed is that when the door is closed, they couldn't run away. So I would just sit there, because there's actually a ring item you can use, which you can buy from a vendor, which is after this boss fight, as a matter of fact, which increased your likelihood of being invaded. So I would just sit there with that ring on to intentionally bait invaders into my world, and then they couldn't run away. And then I would kill them. This was back when I wasn't complete garbage at the game, and, you know, could actually play. But, you know, times have changed, and I've gotten a lot worse. As Sir Alon quite aptly demonstrated. And this guy too, by the look of things. We're actually just going to sneak past him. Right, so this boss fight has a bunch of little necromancers and skeletons. We're going to kill the necromancers and the skeletons. And yeah, Lyle, that's exactly it. So I would intentionally, it's like, if they were the kind of invader that just invaded to try and find jewels, and they were, you know, waiting for you to kill your PvE enemies and waiting for you to heal up and all that stuff, I had no problems at all with those guys. Fighting them in duels was fun. I mean, I played a lot of duels in that, on that bridge area I mentioned earlier. But the kind of invader that would only try to basically just ruin someone's day, I was so more than happy to just make their lives absolute hell. In whatever way I could. I mean, obviously I couldn't deal with every single one of them in the entire Dark Souls community as much as I wish I could have back in the day. But, yeah, that was fun. Did I run? Oh yeah, I ran past the lever. Oh, is that because the is there another? No, it isn't. I'm pretty sure there's another necromancer somewhere. I'm pretty sure there's more than one. Where's the damn lever? I don't remember this fight very well. Did we overshoot the lever again, just in the other direction this time? I think we did, yep. Because there's a lever we need to pull to actually get to the boss fight part of this. It's on this side somewhere? Oh yeah, there it is. Under the massive light. You know, paying attention is not my strong suit today, it would seem. I doubt that. I mean, the player base has gotten quite good, especially, I mean, the Elden Ring player base. Oh, right, ladle time. So, right, now we're only wielding the ladle for the duration of this boss fight. And that boss fight will be quite long. I don't actually know how many hit points this boss has, but when you're doing 14 to 15 points of damage per swing, it's gonna take a while. Oh, 11! There we go. That's the big no. Oh, okay, wow. I did not realize that the breath attack would actually ricochet off the wall like that. Oh yeah, we're absolutely going to break the ladle long before the boss is dead, so our damage is actually going to go down even more. We might need quite literally a couple thousand hits, depending on how many hit points this guy has, and depending on what the actual damage number ends up being. Because if it's something like 1 or 2 damage per swing with the broken ladle, that will take a while. But we have committed. This is our penance for forgetting about the ladle all the time. Is he gonna... That was weird. He's just... Is he gonna spend... Okay. I guess he just waited until he pushed my camera into a wall so I couldn't see what he was doing. Oh wow. I am complete garbage. Yeah, unsurprisingly, which, like you would expect from a horse, he can kick backwards, so you need to be a bit careful. Like that. Alright, now that I know that that thing will bounce back off the... Oh man, the range on this thing is so bad that if even that very slow turn he does is enough to bring him out of range of the attack animation. Ow. 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 Stop stomping on my head. Oh, bloody hell, am I just... What happened here? Did I spend all of my focus on the fume light? I guess I must have. Yep, there goes the ladle. Is that still 11 damage? Wait, so does this thing do as much damage when broken as it when intact? Right. Shocked signs will have to wait. Okay, it still hits for 11. So, this is probably going to take a couple hundred hits. And maybe because it's upgraded +3, maybe it's also because I am wearing the Ring of Blades after all. But yeah, this will take... I mean, if you want to, you could probably just go to, like, Google and Google how much HP does the Executioner's Chariot have. Or just Google the Executioner's Chariot. The wiki page will probably tell you how much HP it has. Oh, bloody hell. That ricocheting dark... Wow, that just got a multi-hit on us too. Usually this boss is dead in a matter of seconds. So I'm beginning to learn a lot of new things here that I just haven't encountered. Get ladled. Go to make horse soup. There's not much meat to make. Can you make a soup out of bones? Is that a thing? I mean, I suppose you can make bone marrow soup, perhaps. I'm not much of a chef, so I have no idea. $4,140 HP, and we've done about, what, maybe 15-20%? So that would be about 3,200-ish HP left, if we are assuming 20%. So, 320 hits, 319. Progress. It's all about the little victories. And every hit we land is a victory. Oh, 15 hits. Or 15 damage hit. I think we could have killed him faster with erosion at this point. Yeah, if only every hit would do 15 damage. I mean, 15 is a small number, but when compared to 11, it's almost 50% greater. Just gonna loot this soul. 50 bucks, nice. That's like 1/6 of one life gem. We're rich. You know, actually, I should have forced John to do this as a patience exercise. I tried to do many things to teach him some of the nuances of Dark Souls. Like, for example, I don't know if you remember this, but one of the punishments we gave him on stream was that he had to use a shield to get to one of the bosses. The point of that, of course, was to try and teach him that, hey, you don't have to fight everything. You can slip past some things and, you know, not have to fight it for everything in your path. That I thought that would work, that method. It didn't. He tried to fight everything. Did not go well, from what I remember. Neither did that dodge roll attempt. Oh, and I used that life gem way too late. And rolled way too... Alright. Now I'm just throwing. Ladle. 29 more damage. For context, if I was to just punch him with my bare hands, I'd probably do about 100, 120, something like that. I mean, we're not going to confirm that, because, well, that would cheat. And while I may be forgetful, I don't cheat on purpose. Those are two very different things. Okay. That's an interesting camera angle we got there. Wedged between the wall and the boss. Ow. At least there's no timer on this boss. No, he didn't bully me into anything. It's just... If anything, I feel bad about the fact that I forget about the goddamn ladle all the time. To me, this is actually kind of fun. Because it's just... Normally I never get to really fight this boss, because you just show up with something like a twin blade or a longsword or a greatsword or whatever, and he just kind of explodes in a couple swings and you just move on with your life. In this way you actually get to fight him. I mean, he doesn't have that many attacks, but at least get to appreciate a part of the game I haven't really experienced properly in I don't even know how long. 13 years or whenever the original Dark Souls 2 came out, probably? No. I did not. I underestimated his speed. And I realize it sounds a bit silly to underestimate the speed of a horse when you're a green man with a bell on your head, but, you know, I never claimed to be smart. We're nearly halfway there. Ow, damn it. I will say, if I manage to throw this and die, we will not be doing this again. We will just do it with the fists. But I think this in itself has been penance enough for forgetting about trying to last hit with the spoon. And didn't we last hit the pursuer with the spoon? I think we did. At the very start of the stream. Was I still muted at that point? I don't remember. But I think we last hit one of the pursuers with the spoon. The music in this boss fight is actually great too. That's another one of those things I never really got to appreciate, because we'll just be over in a matter of seconds. And I mean, sure, this might be a little bit excessive in terms of extending a boss fight duration, but we have committed to this course. We will chisel this horse with this spoon as a show of remorse. This is our one and only recourse. Anyway, that's enough of rhyming for today. Maybe all these issues of being stuck against the wall is why deleting this boss is usually the order of business. Beat. Oh, that's a good one, Willow. That got me. Fucking beating a dead horse to a whole new level, yeah. You're going on the metaphorical fridge with that one. That was gold. The only problem with that is that that joke is better than the content of this stream, so I might have to delete it in post. Making me look bad over here. Granted, that doesn't take much, but still. Oh, we underestimated. It's funny how I pointed out that he can do the backwards kick, and then I keep forgetting about it. Again, never claim to be smart and or competent. Oh goddammit, I thought he was going to do the breath attack. He's just fucking 180 horse kicking. He's leveled up his fighting game prowess, and I'm not sure how to deal with this new enemy that stands before me. It may look the same as the one we've been fighting thus far, but it has evolved, it has learned. What the hell? Did you see that? What was that? Fucking teleporting horse. He truly is evolving. He's starting to believe. He's got the power of friendship on his side. This horse scares me. You suffer from success. Indeed you do, Willow. Have you tried being less successful? Then you might suffer less from success. Can you stop putting my camera in the wall before you attack me? It's not entirely fair. Secret phase 2 movement, yeah. Imagine if it turns out that the Executioner's Chariot was secretly the most complicated and impressive boss in the entire franchise. That would be quite the twist. Can you stop kicking about? Then again, I suppose 2/3 of his movesets are... Well, actually, he does have a couple other things, but most of his... Well, most, but a good percentage of his moveset are these... Well, the front kick and the forward stomp, whatever you would call that. When he rears up and thwacks about with his hooves. Oh, I thought it was just him moving up. Oh, okay. Alright, now we can pop 2 life gems, just to make sure we don't underestimate the horse and its secret teleportation technology. Yeah, this horse is the main character. This is clearly why we didn't go here earlier. We just didn't want him to steal the show. Saralon, Fume Knight, that was just a warm-up for Executioner's Chariot. New game plus 1 double pursuer fight. Once again, just warm-up for the true main character. The champion of horse kind. This fearless warrior with powers beyond reckoning. And delayed hitboxes. I mean, it's not a delayed hitbox, it's just... Oh god. Who? Okay, that was an unnecessary life gem. I mean, I could try to say that, but I would be laughed at. And my self-esteem is very fragile. Jokes aside. The thing is, it's you asking me to say it, so for all I know, it could be something horrifically inappropriate. And I'm not sure if I'm willing to take that gamble. I already have an embarrassing failure or two on this stream. I don't need to also have a horrible social faux pas recorded forever. Oh. The thing is, I have no idea how to properly pronounce this. Maybe I should look at the screen while I'm actually playing the boss fight too as well. See. The thing is, I'm kind of torn between two ideas of how to pronounce it. One, and I'm not sure which one is more ridiculous, and both of them are probably wrong. But the two that are echo in my mind are El Cuaco and El Cuaco. I have no idea if any of them are correct. Both of them are probably wrong. Oh shit, my ring is breaking! The thing is, we can use the repair powder, because the repair powder doesn't repair our broken spoon, as you can see, it's still broken. It just restores durability to things that are damaged but not broken. So we are still beating the dead horse with a broken soup ladle. I went to scratch my nose and got stomped on by the horse. Oh, that's repair powder. We just wasted 2,500 souls and did not heal. Truly a productive use of our time. Anyway, 2 life gems should be enough. Okay. I thought he would spend longer exhaling his darkness magic. Can we not just throw this away right at the end? No, I say right at the end. This is still going to take quite a... Ow. While. The rolling attack with the ladle looked particularly ridiculous. Oh, 15 damage again, let's go. Every time I see the number 15 show up, it's like winning the lottery. Speaking of seeing, I would like to be able to see, Mr. Horse. Thanks. Stop metagaming. I said stop metagaming. Hello? Oh god. Okay. Those walls are truly the real threat here. Well, aside from Horse Phase 2, of course. Okay, so which one of those was close enough? Actually, I don't remember which order I even said them in. So, even if you told me, oh, the first one, I'm not entirely sure which one that was, so... Quality streaming content. Actually, how much does a jump attack do? Oh, that wasn't... That was a... Can I not do jump attacks with a broken spoon? Huh. I guess I can't. Does the ladle just not have... Okay, it does have it. Okay, 19. That is not worth the amount of time we lose on setting up the jump attack and actually executing the attack, since it's very slow. But we've done science. Now we know that the broken ladle at +3 of our current stats and the current equipment does 19 damage on a jump attack. They have banded together, and together they are stronger than either of them ever would have been on their own. Oh, okay. I got to agree there, and I got what I deserved. Ow. For some reason I can just never tell when he's doing that one attack. It just looks to me like he's just moving and then suddenly I'm being attacked. Ow. Alright, we got one hit in. Closer to the goal. Every swing, or well, every successful swing is progress. But I can guarantee you that this is the most... This is probably the longest Executioner's Chariot fight in all of human history. Because again, if you were just punching him unarmed, even at base... like, even with a default character, I'm pretty sure you would do more damage with your bare hands and no rings than you're doing with this spoon right now. Well, than I'm doing with this spoon. Unfortunately, there is no way to befriend the... well, since I don't know which one is correct, I'm going to say both again. Kuwako and Kuwako. Slash Kuwako, there we go. Yeah, maybe. Maybe if we... Oh, actually, if we 100 to 0 him with a spoon, maybe we can feed him a carrot. And we can then tame him and he can become our mount, like Torrent in Elden Ring. I would unironically love that. It is a very cool looking horse. Oh no, we're stuck. We got trapped between the two heads of the horse, we couldn't move. Again, we're discovering lots of unique things I have never seen before. Because, well, again, usually this boss just falls over and dies. But maybe the Ladle of Befriending can turn this Kuwako slash Kuwako, or Kuwako into our, oh god, mascot? There we go. It would be kind of funny if the bell made the gong sound it makes when an arrow hits it, if you got hit in the head by a melee attack as well. So every time the horse kicks us in the head, just gong. Because this bell does make that sound if something shoots you in the head. Ow. On that note, kids, don't try to get shot in the head just to find out what that sounds like. That's not generally a good decision. Ow, I thought it was doing the front kick. So far, my only gripe with this boss fight is that the space is a little bit too narrow. Ow. And sure, you could maybe have a couple more attacks, but... music's great, the environment looks cool. And I mean, sure, obviously we have artificially extended this beyond what is normally reasonable. Ow. But, oh god. Can we not throw this away at the end? The fact that you already tried that makes me very concerned. How's your head feeling, Willow? Did you repair the hole? Light heavy buzzing behind... Or like a heavy buzzing behind your eyes. I mean... if I could ask you not to try that... Oh, also low polyfish rotate. Okay, so that's what it sounds like to be shot in the head. Low polyfish rotating. Gotcha. Also, I'm sure that the YouTube algorithm loves this conversation. You're welcome, Google. Hope you enjoy. You took it. I mean, good. I'm glad to hear that that helped to deal with the... Oh, we killed the horse. Well, that was something unique. I'm sorry, but this visual... He's just standing there, hefting the ladle. Don't worry, Kuwako isn't dead, or Kuwako slash Kuwako isn't dead. Our little friend has just gone to the ranch upstate, where they can live in peace, in nice big open meadows, eating all of the best grass. And no longer be assaulted by men in bells wearing, or wielding ladles. Yeah, up here, we actually have the PvP, or well, the Scumbag Covenant. I promise, Willem, I would never lie to you. I mean, would this face ever lie? I don't think so. But yes, up here you have this guy, Pitchigren, I think he is.
What is it? What is it?
Oh, right, you have to murder someone. Or bring a token of spite, that's what you have to do. But you can find it a couple places in the game. Normally you only get tokens of spite by successfully invading and kill someone. But yeah, you need to show up, talk to him with a token of spite, and then you can join the cult slash... I think you can buy stuff without joining the Covenant, but I'm not too sure, actually. But it's from him you buy the string ring that makes people invade you more often. Anyway, I believe this might be a decent place to conclude the evening's adventure. And then next time, actually let me check, do we have the key for the Ice DLC? Yes. So next time we will go and, well, punch some cats and other icy denizens of the far, wherever the hell Ilium Lois is in relation to Majula, I have no idea. But wherever it is, that is where we will be going. Oh, I missed Lael's comment earlier on. Imagine the AI trade on this conversation. That would be... I would not want to encounter an AI trained on the things I say. That would be A, uncanny, B, creepy, and C, probably not that fun. In any way, shape, or form. Oh, right, we're gonna double check that the death counter is correct. It is not. Let's fix that. We have died 36 times, not 35. Yeah, if you go and check this tablet on, well, the plaque, when you're online, it will actually tell you how many people have died worldwide, which is funny, but this is more useful to me. No, Willow, that is not a good idea. I veto your opinion. Oh, actually, we can do some housekeeping before we wrap up. Let's chuck the life gems. Actually, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. And we're going to make sure we have a full stack of life gems in the item box. I would much rather you didn't work on that at all, ever. In fact, I will have to take you to court for copyright infringement. If you were to begin work on such a project. And I will also have to take your very good joke off the metaphorical fridge. So, you know, the consequences have been laid out, now make of that what you will.
Thank you, God.
Just waiting for Willow's response. Like a tense legal drama. Well, of course I do. I take it we don't have to worry about this AI project anymore. In that case, your joke will stay on the metaphorical fridge. Alright, off the fridge it goes. And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Oh, wait, no. The message was withdrawn. Is Willow reconsidering? I saw your message, Willow. So unless I see a confirmation that the project is cancelled. Anyway, your joke has been removed from the fridge. And yeah, you're welcome for the one-of-a-kind chariot experience. Again, I'm sorry I keep forgetting about the ladle in the middle of boss fights, because again, I am supposed to try and get the last hit with the ladle. But, yeah. We could discuss the return of your joke to the fridge under other new circumstances later, Willow. But until such decision has been made, it will remain off the fridge. And once again, on that terrible disappointment, and on the note of my very mediocre gameplay, it is time to end. We have made bone horse soup. And frankly, that might be the greatest achievement of my career. With that, good evening, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you all next time. which will be probably in a couple days. Or, well, sometime during next week. Anyway, hope you all have a great time out there. Hope you all be well, that you don't catch fire, all those good things that you don't want to do. Oh, and no, we made soup for the horse, so it's soup for a bone horse, Willow. That's what we made. You misunderstood. It's like how a seatbelt isn't a belt made out of seats. It's a belt made for use together with the seat. The bone horse soup is soup made specifically with the nutritional requirements of a bone horse in mind. I assure you, Kuwako/Kuwako is quite safe. Roaming the ranch upstate. In fact... Oh, hang on. Let me grab... There's an item over here. That we can acquire. I think it's over here. It's like it dropped down somewhere around here. I think that's it. How the hell do I... Is it here? Alright, very carefully. And since I never did spell casting and stuff, I would never really get this item normally, but excellent. And instead of faffing about with any potential platforming, we're just going to do this so we don't kill ourselves at the end of the stream. Alright, actually... Right, so I'm going to show you, Willow. You have nothing to worry about. I mean, actually... Okay, so yes, that's how you use it. I hope the mute button works, or I just may have detonated your eardrums if I sneezed just then. Anyway, you see that glorious sunrise or set? I don't actually know if it's rising or setting, because it never moves. But over the horizon, beyond the sea, in a beautiful land full of open meadows, with grass and clovers, little Kuwako/Kuwako is running in the open fields, without a care in the world, feasting on nutritionally balanced soup specifically engineered for a bone horse. And on that note, I hope you find peace, without worry, for the little horse. And then, at last, on that actual note, we're actually going to wrap up with a happy ending for our favorite bone horse. Good night, you Muppets. Be well.